What we got? Two fucking little hatchbacks. I'll dust them off, mate. Especially this woman here. Hello, and welcome to the very first Adventure Bolt Moto-Vlog. Got some errands to run today, so thought I would bring you guys along and just have a bit of a ramble, bit of a natter. Should talk properly now. I have got a topic in mind to discuss, or just to touch on and give my opinion and my anecdotal evidence to back up my opinion. The topic for today that I want to breeze over, as I'm no expert criminologist, is crime. Petty crime, van crime, bike crime, home invasions. Because let's be honest, we all know it's going to go through the roof real soon. The price of living's through the roof. You know, wages, let's be honest, are stagnated like hell. I mean, I've had such a small pay rise in the last 24 months. And inflation's gone up a lot more than that. So the cost of living's gone up and everyone's wages are pretty much stagnant. Anecdotal evidence, I know multiple people, you know, there's enough people that it's happened to that it can't really just be a coincidence. I know multiple people who have had, vans broken into and things stolen, or I need to itch my face real quick. Like vans broken into, shit stolen out of them, the vans robbed themselves, driven away. Cheers, pal. Recently, a friend had his house broken into while he's... Look this way, you prick. Need to keep a lid on the language if I'm going to try and upload this. What was I saying? Yeah, people who've had the homes broken into, other half, and his kids asleep upstairs to just come in and steal their car. He knows who he is, he'll watch. Yeah, had his house broken into in the middle of the night, like 3 o'clock in the morning, and you wake up in the morning, you walk down and you're like, shit, where's all my stuff? Someone's been in your house while you've been asleep. You assume they've only stayed downstairs, but for all you know, they've, walked upstairs and been looking over you and your kids while you sleep. I don't know, I know how much a car's worth, chop shopping it and, stripping it down for parts. How much is a kid worth? You know what I mean? Do some Madeline McCann shit with the kids, you ain't got a clue what's gonna, it's very unnerving, very unsettling. And a lot of shit goes on in this world that we're just blind to. I've started following this guy on Twitter. I met him through just by chance, and he was a paparazzi. I ended up talking to him for a good hour because he was waiting at the same place where I was waiting for someone. I was waiting to meet someone. He was waiting for a certain type of person to come out of this. It was a hotel, basically. He was waiting for someone to come out and to get a shot of them. And ended up talking to this guy for a good hour or so. You'd be amazed the amount of murders, missing people, chopped up bodies that turn up that don't even make the news. And in this area, I live near Birmingham, let's put it that way. It is a shithole, yeah. Yeah, so he was telling me the amount of chopped up bodies and everything that get turned, that don't even make the news. So I started following him on Twitter, and he'll put a post up saying when he sold a photograph, when it's been printed, and it was eye-opening the amount of shooting here, stabbing here, all in the area that you just don't hear about. Kidnapped, raped, and murdered. You know what I mean? So unless you really are naive and wrapped up in cotton wool, bit of filtration. So having your home broken into, when you are aware of what really goes on in the world, could be fucking petrifying, to be honest. Not just, oh yeah, it's a bit scary. Absolutely petrifying, because there are some despicable people in this world. So I've got other friends who have had their vans broken into. Is he going to let me in? Appreciate it, thank you. Yeah, had all the tools stolen. We see it all the time. Vans broken into, bike thefts through the roof. Oh, I think it is personally anyway. Open the visor. Bike thefts through the roof. Matty M. Pops and bangs. Pops and bangs remap. Bag of shit. Unless it's life-threatening, or they can get a fine for it, that's all the police care about. That's what it seems to me anyway. The only time you see them is enforcing road regulations when you've got a number plate on and they can easily just send a bill, an invoice to your house if you've not got a number plate on, they don't give a shit. And that's why I think crime's just gonna get worse and worse, because that's the mentality that the police just seem to have now. If they can't get a fine for it, they don't care. Or if it's life-threatening, and it's just like, say my friend with it, when he had his home invasion. I don't know if home invasion is the correct term. So when he had his house broken into, they came round, they took I think that they did some forensics. What they actually did, who knows? And I think, to be honest, it was more or less just saving face. Just, we've got to go around and look like we're doing something. They're probably, whatever forensic results they got thrown straight in the bin afterwards. Because another friend I know who had his van broken into and stolen, they took it off his drove away, got out whatever they wanted, and then threw the rest back in and left it to... Come on, move. Left it to him. I've got to go left. Oh, I've got to go wrong lane. Left it to him to sort out. He rang the police, they gave him an incident number, and he was like, well, I've not touched anything, so do you want to, come and sweep it down for fingerprints or anything like that? Well, that's nice. Lots of trouble, usually serious, and that's what it stands for, Lotus. Looks nice though. Brap. Anyway, yeah, so they didn't even come round and take any forensics or anything like that, they just left him to it. Thank fuck I'm on a bike. Let's do some filtration. I'll continue this topic when I'm a little bit more free to talk. Must remain focused. Oh no, fuck off. Yeah, so they did no forensics or anything like that. And then you see on Facebook all the time, and Facebook Marketplace, Gumtree, eBay, loads of tools, no chargers, probably just pinched straight off site. All with other people's initials written on them, and it's just like, come on, it's so blatantly obviously stolen. And they just don't care. Power tools, like, I'm a tradesman myself, and I've got like a fan bolt in the back of my van, bolted through the floor. When it comes to the bike, I've got electronic aids, recovery aids, shall we put it, electronic theft deterrents. All that kind of stuff you have to put on nowadays. And it's one of them, it's not even like nowadays where, oh yeah, it'd be a good idea to get that. It's like, it's inevitable, sooner or later, it's going to go missing, the bike. I need to preemptively, put trackers on it, alarms on it, locked and bolted to the floor, and it's just, I know, don't get me wrong, you shouldn't go running around with your, a wad of cash, in your hand, your wallet in your hand, running around for the most ghetto neighbourhood, and then be shocked when you get mugged. You should be sensible. You should have, you should take precautions. Don't be stupid and don't flaunt it, because you will, get things robbed. People are what they are. But the severity it's got to nowadays, I think's just, it's just getting silly. You got to lock shit up all the time, lock and bolt it. That's another one. I got deadlocks on the van as well. They're not the deadlocks. Is it just door lock? No, it's slam. Yeah, it is deadlocks, and it's slam locks are the ones that lock automatically when you shut the door. Are we still recording? Beep. Yes, we am. Yes, we am. That's weird looking, isn't it? You see it in the mirror. Pretty sure during the lockdown-y shit, crime probably went down. Because less people were out, so there was less opportunity, everyone was at home. So if you're going to look at, people's vans, like, stealing shit out of people's vans, they're going to, be secured up for the long term. For me, myself, like, if I know I'm parking up for the weekend or for a month or so, I don't know that I ever do for a month, or like, and I'm going on holiday for a bit, I'll make sure all the deadlocks are locked. I'll park the van right back up to the wall so the doors can't be opened easily, shit like that. But if you're going to go to work tomorrow, you're not necessarily going to cut corners, but you start, what are the chances? I'll leave that as it is, you know what I mean? He's letting me go. Nice one, appreciate it. And what is going to happen? What should happen going forward? How can it be solved? In my opinion, this is the issue of what can be done, and you know, for this issue, because obviously I don't know for definite the crime's gone up. I'm just assuming it has because of my anecdotal experiences, and then I'll see if they match up to the facts and figures, because facts and figures can be manipulated. Well, what can be done? Harsher policing, most definitely. It just doesn't seem. They don't seem interested. That's the top, bottom, long and short. The police just don't seem interested. They're only interested if they can make profit from it. So if it's a fineable offence like speeding or, you know, using your phone, we'll send them a fine. Especially now they've put it up so it's like a percentage of your pay now, isn't it? Rather than I feel like the bike's getting real hot. Is it getting hot? Nah, it's fine. 88 degrees down there. I'll cycle it back through so I'll get air temp. Yeah. How many miles are we on? Let's have a look. Oh, nearly 1800. Ooh. 2000 mile birthday soon. 21 degrees. Yeah, so they don't seem interested unless it's a fineable offence or it's life threatening. And I think the life threatening ones, or you know, life threatening is in that home invasion of my friends. So it's like, we'll come round to save face. You know what I mean? If we can get away with not turning up, like plausible reason not to turn up, we won't. If we have to turn up, then or it'd be like seriously frowned upon if we don't turn up, then we will. But that's it. That's all it seems to be now. So unless they can get a fine, I need to move over. But my man's going so slow. What are you slowing down for, Jerome? All these people selling free tools with other people's initials on that have probably got no chargers and only one battery. I know you can't say for definite they're stolen, but let's be honest, if you're a gambling man, they probably are, and it needs further investigation. Put something, you know, make them think twice. I know you can't definitely say, yeah, those are stolen, but you know, look how they do the paedophile hunter things, like, you know, the paedophile stings. Why don't do that with fucking tool thieves? You know it's stolen, go and have a look. Set it up so that you know what I mean. Why not? I don't know. That's just my thoughts anyway. My ideas. What should be done. And we're finally fucking moving. Whoop whoop. Don't know which lane I need to be in. A50, this one will do. That'll ding dang do. What we got? Two fucking little hatchbacks. I'll dust them off, mate. Especially this woman here. That I might struggle with. That's one thing about the Tenere. Compared to cars, yeah, it's pretty quick, but compared to most bikes, it's really not. I just brought it there because it can do a bit of everything. The engine's, well, if you watch the Fort 9 video, the engine's meant to be the most reliable, no, what is it, the least amount of breakdowns per mile or something like that, according to some German study of all like the modern day, is it this one? Yeah, this modern day engines. Fucking hell, you're getting wild, aren't you, lad? Dusty, bruv. How's not those apples? Yeah, compared to like most bikes, I mean, I'll go as far as saying even my SV650S 2003 was quicker than this. It could be down to the gearing. Could be, I'm pretty sure it's a heavier bike. The aerodynamics are definitely worse. Maybe it's a mix of all of those things, but I know, I've got to get off of this one. Sorry, it was a Skoda. Is it Skoda Citigo? It's like the equivalent to a Volkswagen Up! Exclamation mark, if you're a Top Gear fan or a Jeremy Clarkson fan. It's the Volkswagen Up! Exclamation mark. Oh, he's funny. He funny. bum 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 bum. Pops and bangs. I hope the audio levels are good. I hope you can hear me alright. I hope it's still recording.